everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Who will punch the 4th and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Winston now to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And the back goes into motion. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every now and then I scratch my head when I see the draw play called, especially after a great run the previous play. Keep attacking. Sometimes the draw play develops slowly, and that allows the defense to react.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? The play clock's running down.
Here we go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Shelton. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
He'll look to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Come on, let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Defense showing blitz. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Johnson running right. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 3rd down, Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last... They'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, this is playoff football. I mean, what a big-time tackle. Perfectly executed with a little extra emphasis there.
And got him for a loss as well. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he heard all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Play fake here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? So it'll be first down here after the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd? And they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And out now come the Vikings. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. No, check.
He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll set up a throw. Buying time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And spins away. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
No. Check. Patriots.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Noah Spence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. Leopard. Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from the first down.
Touchdown, Vikings! Bucky Hodges, 43 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quan Alexander, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 18. Gone.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Noah Spence in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now let's go. No. Check.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep them caught.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty.
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Start your season with Your season starts now. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Your season starts now. Get ahead on your preparations for this week's game by setting up your game plan. Before we go any further, make sure to install your game plan for your upcoming matchup. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Start your season with... Your season starts now. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Your season starts now. Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
All right, here we go. Boo, Randy! Boo! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! All right, here we go.
Kick your season off by starting your first game. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second.